The new Mario Kart 8 DLC is out today.
This
very day. It's the first of two. I think the next one isn't coming until May.
Yeah, mark your calendars, people.
Which is crazy to.
Yeah.
I can't think that far ahead.
No.
Although, if we want to look at the numbers straight away, you can. So individually, I think the packs are £7, but you can buy them both together for 11.
Yeah.
So if you are that certain that in May you'll still be playing Mario Kart 8, and I think a good number of people will be.
Or at least you can go back to it in May, because I don't think you're going to be playing it as much as you are now until May.
Well, I don't know, man. There's quite a lot to this DLC that might keep people invested. So we've got 8 tracks, 3 races, and 4 new vehicles. Now, with the 8 tracks, I went into this thinking it was going to be like 4 new tracks and 4 remakes of retro tracks. I can kind of thought that would be the setup, and I thought that it would be, when you look at the cups, they'd be split into here are the new ones, here are your retro ones. But it's not like that at all. They're a mix, and it's 5 brand new tracks and 3 retro.
Right, okay.
Which is interesting. So going through the kind of new tracks, I think the star of the show has got to be the Hyrule one, right?
Yeah, when I watched the trailer, I was like, yes.
Yeah, I played it with a bunch of other journalists, and I'm not the biggest Nintendo guy, as you know. So I was just kind of, that looks quite pretty. The rest of the people in the room actually squealed. Like I had to put my hands to my ears. It was that bad.
There's a lot of clapping going on.
Yeah, just whooping and it was actually kind of weird just watching other people play Mario Kart, because there's a real range of emotions that everyone went through from that initial squee to just pure frustration when things started to go wrong.
Squee.
Like at certain points, people would just like shout "fuck this game"
for a kids' game as well.
Which is it's such a beautiful, gorgeous, friendly-looking atmosphere, and people are just so mad at it.
Chewing controls.
The Hyrule Circuit in particular is interesting, just because it's got loads of references to Zelda, and obviously the coins are being replaced with rupees. It's like little touches like that, which people seem to really dig. The Master Sword is in the middle of the level, and you can
it's in a jump, isn't it?
You have to trigger that, I think, by hitting the 3
the gravity boosters thing.
Something like that. No. So you can jump over the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Very exciting. People seem to like that. And obviously in the footage you're watching now, you can see one of the new races and one of the new vehicles. Link on the Master Bike, which is like.
Don't mispronounce that wherever you do.
You have to be very careful. Yeah. That bike, by the way, looks really cool. I like that more than I like Link.
The shield's actually on the side of the bike, isn't it?
Yeah. Link, he's got his hat wobbles when he's going around. It's like moving in the wind.
Like Mario's Tash.
Yeah.
Does the same thing.
Oh yeah. I can't remember that now. When he does tricks, he'll like turn around and show you his Triforce. He's
wait.
There you are. It's
It's not a metaphor, is it?
No, it's actually the Triforce.
Okay.
It's little touches like that which I think.
Wait, the Triforce on the back of his hand will show you.
No, the actual Triforce.
Oh right, no, because he's got one on the back of his hand. I wasn't sure if you meant he was giving you the wanker sign.
No,
he turns like a proper road rage. He turns like, back off.
I think we're ruining this for everyone.
Sorry.
He, in a very friendly fashion, he turns around and presents you his Triforce.
Right.
So I think Hyrule Circuit is the one that people are probably most excited about. Outside of that, I was really impressed by. Have you seen the F-Zero track called Mute City?
Yeah, everyone was going mad about the Mute City music being in there as well.
Yeah,
it was one of the most famous tracks from the game.
Yeah, it's that whole thing just looks like a pleasure. It's kind of overwhelming because the entire map has anti-gravity stuff in it, and as you'd imagine with a track that's based on such a fast game, it feels like a very fast track. One of the kind of little touches there, which is nice, is the coins have been removed in this one as well, and you get coins by going over the kind of energy tiles, the energy boosts.
Oh, the recovery section, like in F-Zero.
Yeah, so instead of that giving you a speed boost like it would in the game, you get coins, which is nice. You've got the Excite Bike Arena, which is obviously inspired by the Excite Bike game, which it's full of jumps. Like the entire thing is jumps.
Yeah.
And I think from what I remember, there's only like 2 turns in the entire lap. So
like a NASCAR track.
Yeah. So the whole thing is about how well you handle the jumps. And obviously, you can get a speed boost by doing tricks on them. And it's Also, the jumps themselves are randomly generated to an extent. So the track changes every time you play it. So yeah, interesting.
What's nice about that as well is based on the trailer, it looks like if you mess up the jump or if you land funny, if you're on a bike at least from the trailer, the fall animation is the same as it is in Excite Bike. You know, you roll over a couple of times.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't fall off the bike, but you do that awkward roll.
So that's why I say it's all about the jumps. Like, it punishes you for that. I think, but I found it weird trying that particular track without using a bike.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Playing
in
with
a car.
I mean, you can do it, and it's completely feasible, but it just felt a bit weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the bikes for that.
Items must be a nightmare in that level as well, being hit with a shell just as you go over a jump.
Yeah, definitely. The other two kind of new tracks aren't necessarily inspired by past games, as far as I'm aware. There's the Ice Outpost, which is, as you might imagine by the name, a frozen track. Interestingly, though, the actual track itself, doesn't have any kind of. It's not got any ice on it. Or any
Brilliant.
It's not frozen at all.
Yeah.
It's just the background is icy.
Right. Okay.
You're kind of racing around a glacier or something. Great.
Hopefully, it's an outpost as well.
I found that one a little bit dull as a result.
Yeah, it sounds a bit even the name and how you describe it, a bit forgetful.
And the final new track was Dragon Driftway, which is a kind of Chinese-inspired thing where you race inside a Chinese dragon, outside a Chinese dragon, around the Chinese dragon, just various parts of the Chinese dragon.
The dragon looks like the dragon from 3D World as well. The one on the bottom of the ship, he looks a lot like that dragon. Yeah.
And yeah, that one's full of anti-grav stuff as well, just because of how you're racing around it. And I think a few people ended up feeling queasy playing that on split screen. I don't know if that's something that people can have an issue with or not, and we didn't really mess around with that on the single player stuff, so it's hard to tell whether or not that was just a split screen kind of setup that did that.
2 different points in the track and they're all flying around.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird, and like kind of your brain's kind of falling over itself trying to keep up with what's going on. It's a very impressive looking track. I just worry that might be an issue, might put some people off.
And the frame rate cuts after. The frame rate only cuts if you have 3 or more people, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
So it would be going fast as well.
Yeah, sure. So it'd be interesting to see if playing it in full screen single player with the appropriate frame rate might kind of solve that. I don't know. But yeah, five brand new tracks. I think that's pretty cool, man. For like this DLC has got a lot of love, just for the pricing and the way it's being released, and the apparent quality of the stuff that's there. I think Nintendo won a bit of love with this. And awesome. 3 retro tracks. You've got Wario's Goldmine from the Wii, Rainbow Road from the SNES, which makes the third Rainbow Road.
Third Rainbow Road in Mario Kart, in this Mario Kart.
I think the main difference with this one is that it's got let me try and say this properly, a set of thwomps.
If you could see the way Brad's mouth
I can't do T and
H's. Then no, it was why you had to come back to it's really hard to say because you had to go from TH to a W and then over to the O's. It was really funny to watch.
But yeah, they
just say it the way I do. Never say TH, just thwomps. F.
They smash down on the track and then kind of cause a wave that goes across the whole thing. Which is you were kind of saying before that without that the track itself is really, really flat because it's from that SNES version.
Yeah, because even obviously in the SNES version that wave wasn't there. That wave from the thwomps crashing down only came in, I think, in the GameCube version. The way they just affect the track. Yeah. So having putting that back in, but the SNES version, obviously every track was flat because of the parallax scrolling was the way that the tracks work, was where the characters aren't moving, the track's moving. So putting that back in, you think, well, nothing's happening. And it's the worst Rainbow Road, but only because of the limitations.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair comment, to be honest. When you compare it to the other 2 Rainbow Roads in Mario Kart 8, it's probably not the best. Yeah. And you've got Yoshi Circuit from the GameCube, also appeared on the DS, I think.
Yeah, it's a really good circuit.
I think it's actually, by what some of the guys were saying at the event, more similar to the DS version, just in terms of how some of the shortcuts work and things like that. Yeah, because they showed off some of those shortcuts in the trailer for the circuit as well, to show people, these are carrying over from the DS version. So yeah, that's all the tracks you've got. We've shown a lot of Link already on his master bike, just because that's the best part of the thing. I'm not even a Zelda guy. I'm not a Nintendo person, and even within that, I'm not much of a Zelda person. But that's fucking cool, man. That is good. It's really, really cool. We were saying as well that it's surprising, and you made a good point, that Mario Kart hasn't become more like a Smash
game with the amount of characters from other Nintendo franchises.
I will be very surprised if it doesn't end up there at some point. But I doubt it will ever drop Mario Kart as the name.
Yeah,
it's such a well respected franchise in its own right. But I think. Yeah, I think it's just going to go that way.
Yeah. You made a good point with the amiibos as well.
Yeah, so this is an update that's coming with the DLC. I believe you can access it without the DLC for Mario Kart, but it's being released at the same time, which means that if you have an amiibo, you can use your Mii in the game, and it will wear a costume of whichever amiibo you've used.
Right. Okay.
And it's just, I guess, it's a nice little touch in that regard. It's not really doing anything the same kind of fashion that Smash does with leveling up and a character that continues onwards. It's just a way to unlock a costume if you've already got an amiibo, which is nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Best one, by the way, for that is the Yoshi costume, because when he does tricks, he turns back at the screen. Your Mii does,
right? But
because, like, if you imagine the Mii's head is inside Yoshi's mouth, so Yoshi's mouth is wide open. It looks like Yoshi is really shocked. And every time he looks back at you, he's like, "Did you fucking see that?
Look what I just did.
That was mental."
I thought he was about to say your Mii looks like he's been eaten by Yoshi and he's trying to crawl back out of Yoshi's mouth.
I just kept forgetting that there was a Mii in there. I just saw Yoshi's shocked face, which was kind of yeah. It was brilliant.
Brilliant, that's great.
It might be a nice little. I wouldn't be a reason to buy an amiibo, and of course, but it's if you've got one already.
Yoshi.
Yeah. The new races, by the way, Link. Obviously, we talked about. There's the other two are costume versions of other characters. You've got Tanuki Mario, which is apparently, I don't know, a fan favorite. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, you talk about shocked expressions in the trailer. Tanuki Mario takes over Mario. And you can imagine him looking and go, double taking.
Yeah, that's
me.
Yeah. Oh man, I need to see some slowed down gifs of that.
So also in this, there's Tanuki Mario, Mario, Metal Mario, Baby Mario.
Yep.
Are there any other Marios in? So there's 4 Marios in Smash Bros.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fine.
And then Cat Peach is the same, which is I just don't know how people get excited about Cat Peach.
3 Peaches as well.
Yeah, because you've got Metal.
Baby Peach and Peach.
And Pink Metal Peach, right? Or what? Gold Peach?
Yeah, the gold one. Yeah,
so that's 4 as well. Yeah.
So they won't put Captain Falcon in for F-Zero, but they'll put 4 Peaches in.
At least there's Link. That's what I'll say about the characters. You know what? Some people... I'm so out of touch with Nintendo, though. I imagine some people are like, are you fucking kidding?
Yeah.
Tanuki Mario.
Yeah, and Cat Peach.
The best version of Mario.
Yeah, the only Mario.
Yeah. I refuse to recognise all of the Marios. That's it. It's a cool little package. People are gonna absolutely love it, I think. And I like this approach to the way that they're adding tracks. I think it's smart. I think it's doing right by the customer base. And Mario Kart 8 needs more love, I imagine. So good on you, Nintendo. I like your tracks.
Roll on May.
Yeah, can't wait for May.
Counting down the days.
Yeah. That's Mario Kart 8 DLC. Hope you like it. Thanks.